Tom, how long you been playing the instrument of the bass guitar?
Since 1975.
So you were 2 years old when you picked it up.
I was 15. 15, I'm old.
Pat Carter vocals, singer, frontman, screamer, hand gestures. Pat, you've been around for a while. Who are some of the people you've played with here in the Tri-Cities?
I played with The Forgotten, played with Cottonmouth, Follow Beto, Omega Tribe for like 8-9 years now, and Ablazing Grace.
By the way, I just wanted to let you know, I've never told you this, Philo Beto might be one of my favorite band names ever. I was a huge Clint Eastwood fan.
I rogued it.
Steve, how did the band get started? Now, that's a question that I've been meaning to ask, and I figure you were there at the beginning, the very beginning. So what happened to start the band Ablazing Grace?
I had a show set up for Rhythm and Roots and decided that I was kind of scared to do it by myself. So I got Scott and my friend Wilson to play the show with me. And me and Scott had been wanting to play together for years, so we just decided to start a band after that. And Wilson didn't work out, so we ended up with Tom. So,
Scott, who are some of the people you've played with? Because you've been playing with a lot of people here in Bristol over the years. Name a few of them.
I played Punch and Judy, as you well know. We did many shows together. I've been in Omega Tribe for 8 years with Pat and everybody else. It's pretty much been that same lineup for almost 8 years, as far as that goes. So that's a landmark as it is for 5 people to stay together that long. And I've been with Ablazing Grace for 2.5, I think it's been now. So, and it's been a fun little ride.
We were talking to Tom earlier. He was talking about the fact that the music that you have isn't really identifiable in a genre and everything, because you guys do cross a lot of lines, a lot of boundaries with your music. Does that fit right in with your playing style?
Yeah. I'm 45, so I'm kind of an old style. My favorite music when I was young, I was 7, 8 years old, listening to Black Sabbath and the Rolling Stones, and kind of gravitated into the blues. When I first started playing, I was big into Hendrix and Jeff Beck and people like that. So yeah, it rolls right along with it.
Omega Tribe is heavy, and Ablazing Grace is heavy, but in a different way. Yeah. What are the big differences between the two bands?
Ablazing Grace started out acoustic, and in a basement. All Scott played with was a snare drum, and it was like snare drum, acoustic bass, and acoustic guitar, and me singing in the basement, and that was it. We had no intention of ever, turning it into amplifiers and full-on noise and everything, but it eventually turned into that. Just because we went out to play a show, and it just felt odd to be preparing for a show as an acoustic band, because I ain't ever done anything but play heavy metal. So,
well, you mentioned alt country when you talk about Ablazing Grace. How would you characterize the music now that you are electric? Is it still alt country, or has it evolved further?
Well, the lyrical content still stays in that vein. And sit down. It still stays in that vein of murder and revenge, but it's gotten a lot rockier and heavier. But some guy went on the buzz and he was like, "Man, Ablazing Grace has created their own genre of music as a cross between rockabilly and metal and country. We call it cowpunk."
somebody told me one time that it was kind of like Leonard Skinner playing a Clutch song, wearing a Sex Pistol shirt. Figure that works.
We are slowly spreading like an STD.
And you never thought you'd lay claim to a murder.